The one thing I didn't like, and it felt like it was you could tell it was a setup from the jump, is how fast they fired Griffin and how fast they hired Doc. I know they didn't interview Doc that fast. They've been talking to this guy.
They said they had him on as a consultant. They had
When
him
they
as
say
a
that,
private consultant.
when did they say that?
It came out like he was already a private consultant for them.
Exactly. Why did this information just now come out? They could have been said that.
Mm-hmm. So you
Like,
brought up Giannis. This could be his villain arc. I think he just then became a diva. Uh, I think he's just more of a diva now. So villain arc or diva, I'm going diva just because Giannis has been complaining since the beginning of the year, the off season. He said he need more help, and then he made them hire his brother. Then they had coaching drama, and didn't want to play during the in-season tournament. He's sitting on the score table. He visibly frustrated. He made comments after that and said he don't know what direction the team's going in. Then it was it's just a lot going on. I think Giannis is a diva. Ray said it's a villain arc. Look, Chris, what you think?
I think Giannis is just. I mean, he's had power in Milwaukee, but after that chip, he just knows like whatever y'all say, it's in my hands. Whatever I say, y'all gonna do. I mean, there's nothing y'all can do without me. I am this organization. So he's taking full advantage of that. You see, that's why Thanasis is still there. You see why he can get a coach hired and fired at his will. So I think he is taking on. I say he's being real diva-ish. And if he's going, I don't know if he's gonna go necessarily villain arc, because I don't know if most people will turn on him like that unless he turns on something like Dame. He's like, if he publicly like, oh, Dame's not it or something like that, then yeah, he's leaning into that villain arc. But I definitely think he's being real diva-ish right now, and it's I don't know. It's
I'm
different from
turned
when
on the
he
nigga
first
already.
came in. It's
y'all didn't
different from when he
realize
first came in.
this started last year in the playoffs in that post game what's called that exit interview when he was going at it with that interviewer because he asked him that question.
Mm.
That's when the villain arc started right there. We've never seen Giannis snap like that in an interview before. Not only that, his coach just got fired. Not only that, the coach that just got fired, it's the way they fired him after it came out that he was dealing with a death in his family. Like the
So
Bucks have this not the worst thing Bucks ever done. Like we forgetting Bucks have fired a coach before. Dealing with what he was dealing with.
how much are you putting this on Giannis though? Because Ray, ain't none of this going on without Giannis's go ahead.
What team where the superstar has brought them a chip don't got power?
It's not about that. It's
It's not.
about how do
Yeah.
you Ray view Giannis using the power he does have. Steph ain't never did this, and he's had all the power. I'm just
Hey,
saying, how do you
yep.
feel
Hey,
about Giannis using
when
his
the
power?
NBA wants you like a good guy, they gonna clean your skeletons up for you. We don't know what Steph did and they did.
Steph done put up with a lot. We done seen Steph put up with a lot of bullshit. If I was Steph, if I was Steph, get Draymond and Clay the fuck out of here so I can win. I would be doing that. He's not
But
doing that.
ain't that a villain in
If I
itself?
was Steph, I would get on the interview table and be like,
Ain't that
Draymond's an asshole. I'll be doing all kind of shit because I'm Steph. These dudes aren't doing nothing on the court. Off the court, this one dude's annoying. Steph could be doing a lot, Ray. It's not no good guy image. He's chilling.
that ain't being a villain? Keeping people around your team that's a detrimental and toxic to your team? That ain't villain vibes.
This is
Just because
funny.
I ain't coming out saying nothing, just because I ain't going out being all boasting myself and abusing my power, don't mean I'm still not a villain.
If you think Steph's the villain, I don't know what to tell you. They don't even make
No,
sense.
I'm saying it's villainous if you just stand by and allow something to hurt your team, and you know you have the power to speak up and say, "Hey, man, how about we go out and go get this?"
See,
First
no,
off, not
No,
not doing he's doing his job. I play basketball. I'm not in the I'm not a GM. I'm not an agent. I'm not
Hold on a
none of
second.
that shit, man. I play basketball. I'm gonna do
We
my
can
job.
go.
I'm gonna let y'all do y'all's.
That's
is
the thing.
LeBron is
You think
LeBron a
about
villain?
Yes.
you thinking about it from the perspective of when we was growing up just hooping. That was our only job, just to hoop. NBA is a business. It's a corporation.
I feel that.
It's been going on. It's been going on. It was going on before LeBron was even born. The superstar has a word in who they want on that team. If I'm here to win and you not helping me win, guess what? I'm going to the management and I'm saying, get this dude out of here.
That's
Y'all don't
bullshit,
see what
Ray.
I'm seeing. Y'all don't see what I'm seeing at practice.
No,
I'm gonna tell
you
y'all what
don't
I'm
go
seeing.
from Bud
Get him.
to Adrian Griffin to Doc and talk about some winning. You don't do that. No, don't use no winning nothing, and you bringing in Doc
Are you
Rivers.
serious? You
Yes,
think
I'm
Giannis
serious.
went to Doc Rivers? Man, Giannis got Giannis got the GM and the owner on speed dial. He don't got to go to no Doc Rivers.
He wanted Doc Rivers.
They're not, the Bucks ain't doing nothing without Giannis's blessing.
Fact.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
feel like the NBA trying to save.
He
Doc
went to them and
legacy
said he
CMB
went to them and
commercial.
he literally went to them and said, "This is what I want in."
Just like
That's what Giannis did.
Just like 43 games ago, he said he wanted Griffin.
Okay.
If you don't see the problem,
that's what I'm saying.
See where this
We picked the
right. We see where this type of shit goes. Anytime a player gets to doing shit like this, they're not gonna sustain. All right, we see it time after time and time again. Anytime a player gets to acting like this, go down the villain arc.
Okay. We speaking on things like this because it's some stuff we just ain't old enough to realize. Magic Johnson and them won a championship with Paul Westphal. He said, "You know what? I don't want y'all to fast break. I want y'all to run half court offense." Magic didn't like that. Magic went to the front office and said, "Give me a coach that wants to fast break. I don't like this coach." They fired him when he got Pat Riley. They just won a championship the year before, but he got that coach fired because he didn't like how he was going to coach them. They was winning with his method. So is Magic a villain? And that was only Magic's second year in the whole league, and he got him fired. Magic,
so you act like
Magic didn't like the ideal of him and Norm Nixon sharing the ball together. Magic up front often said, "I want to dominate the ball. I want to run the offense. I want to facilitate." They traded.
You bring it. I understand Magic Johnson. What was the problem with Giannis? What was Giannis's problem?
It's funny how we. I'm saying it's funny how we labeling Giannis a villain. But if we was back in that time, we would have labeled Magic a villain. And based on what you're saying,
I say
I'm not labeling Giannis a villain. I'm labeling him a diva. I said
that's diva-ish. That's diva-ish to be doing that. I say Magic Johnson
Magic
Johnson was being a diva.
What Magic Johnson did though, without what Magic did, we would have never got Showtime. We would. I'm saying we would have never. No, I'm saying if Magic didn't stand and say what he said, we would never got Showtime Lakers. So y'all, the thing is, y'all don't. If this don't result in nothing, it's gonna look real bad on Giannis.
That's what I'm saying.
But if this turn out and they start winning, people gonna be like, man, Giannis was on to something. And we just didn't see it.
Doc Rivers is gonna get them niggas.
That is my thing. Is Doc Rivers the answer, right? Or is he just another puppet I can control?
The thing about legacy is it can grow. It can't decrease. It can only increase or it stay the same. That's the thing about legacy. So Giannis, Dame, and the Bucks can literally increase Doc's reputation, just like how the Boston did it, because Boston saved Doc Rivers' reputation. Before that, Doc Rivers wasn't looked at as a great coach as we look at him now. But if Giannis gonna go out there, how the majority view him?
I don't care. Actually, the majority is on his ass. I think Doc Rivers is an average coach.
I think he's an average coach. Let me tell you this. What happens? Bucks go out in the second round again. What if he blows another 3-1 lead? All he did is collect a $40 million check.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna look very bad on Giannis in the Bucks court if this don't.
Why was Doc brought in? You're dancing around this. Why was Doc brought in? What does he go bring to the Bucks? I don't get it.
I never agree with that.
I say the only thing Doc brings to the Bucks is he's done it.
I didn't like Adrian Griffin getting fired.
He's a coach. He's been a coach before, so he's already had experience. He knows how to.
We've never seen a coach
stuff,
who hasn't at least got a playoff ticket in.
Yeah,
and at least fail in the playoffs first. We didn't get to see that part. Like he got fired and he's a top 3 seed.
So Ray, if Adrian Griffin was done wrong, we feel like Doc was not a good move. How is Giannis not a diva for how he's been acting? The way he treated Adrian Griffin was wrong, bro. Just fuck all the basketball shit, the business shit. Like, as a person, that shit just was wrong.
Just like when we say David Black got done wrong.
No,
this is why I'm saying this is
Lakers
why
were winning. I mean, Cleveland was winning, man.
But it wasn't. It was. But hey, I mean, all I'm saying is this is very villain arcish.
I don't think he's a villain. I just
Two things can be true. Two things.
Okay.
Name me a villain that don't got diva vibe about them. Thanos was about to wipe out half of the world because he felt like he knew what was right and wrong. That ain't diva. It's like, what makes you think you can do that? Who said you was right? Dr. Doom literally became a mad scientist because Mr. Fantastic was really in the wrong, but he didn't stand up. And really, I mean, you kind of say they're both in the wrong because Mr. Fantastic didn't speak up and he felt like that was his friend. He didn't say nothing and got him kicked out of college. He turned into a whole villain because of that. That one instance, a project that went wrong that he felt Mr. Fantastic either had a hand in or he felt like he didn't stand up enough in. That ain't divish.
I see what you're saying.
Being a villain, you gonna have some diva qualities about yourself.
I think the thing that made Giannis made us even give a damn about him because he was old school. He was saying how he was doing stuff the right way. Y'all remember them interviews? How he said he wasn't gonna team up with nobody. How this, and that. That's what made us look at Giannis how we look at Giannis. Now he's done did a whole complete 180 onto everything we liked about him. That in itself, I just don't fuck with bro after that. And it just the way even if you didn't want Adrian Griffin, me personally, I don't think Adrian Griffin was a good coach because you got to have your players kind of liking and respecting you. That kind of matters a little bit in the NBA. I get it, but if I kind of feel like they never gave him a chance for real. I kind of like, man, they kind of like poo-pooing, dismissing him. We got this. They never let him coach. I seen it clearly. And to treat a grown man, especially a black man, because regardless of what motherfuckers say, they ain't never did Bud like that. And they were saying Bud, he was one of the most stubborn coaches in the NBA. I've never seen Bobby Portis. I've never seen Giannis treat Bud like that. That's what I'm saying. I don't like that shit. You knew this was Adrian Griffin's first job after like 14, 15 tries. And to basically just do him like that, kind of treat him like shit, and that's our last impression on the man, that was wrong. So this shit better work. Fuck the villain arc, fuck the diva shit. Giannis, just not go look at you the same. I don't look at him the same. Just on a personal level. That's just me. But,
hey man, DJ, you probably remember this commercial. Kobe came out with a commercial back in the day, said, "Love me or hate me. It's one or the other. It always has been." This is Giannis' love me or hate me moment. We either gonna choose to love him or we're gonna choose to hate him.
He better
win. I'm indifferent.
That's the thing. That time is ticking for Giannis.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.